Some of us have done it with you before. We feel like it is a really excellent way to get students to interact with the text on many levels, from straight up comprehension to breaking down where the argument is coming from and vetting it to see if it's a valid and a solid argument or solid information for what they're looking for.
Quick, just to be a complete geek. So first of all, did I spell vetting correctly? 2T, okay. What is vetting, Aaron? And then what is vetting information?
To vet is to check, using all of your background knowledge and sometimes other knowledge, is this a reliable source? Is this information worthwhile of my consideration if I'm making an argument or if I'm doing research?
The last 3 years of Common Core, I've heard vetting ad nauseum. You never heard the word used. Or the other one, what are people saying? It's got a catchphrase. Oh, teach it with fidelity.
Because we didn't do that before.
Yeah, really. Thank you. Fidelity, and then vetting is the other one. So vetting, as a history teacher or somebody who loves history and vets things constantly, it's a good word. So I just wanted to kind of give props to Aaron and make sure we
You
had
could be
that.
curing sick animals.
Yes, we could.
In the present progressive.
Thanks, Jay. There's always one of those in the class. Super smart. I got Keith. They didn't have Jay who stepped there. Jay's got Keith. Yeah, Jeff.
And I wanted to piggyback on what Aaron said. It's not only a way to interact, but a way to help our students organize and read a piece using a highlighting technique and a numbering technique. So again, our students often don't know how to go through a piece. This will help them understand how to read and break down and organize when they're reading.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent. I have so much to say. I'm going to shut up and let you talk. Okay. Excellent. Thank you. How about this corner? Thoughts on close read to piggyback? Chantal.
It encourages students to reread.
Requires, I like, encourage to. Text. Quick, let's go back to the back page from yesterday or 2 days ago when we talked about performance tasks and Common Core. How is text being used now in history? The term text. Yes, go ahead.
It can be written text, it can be visuals, songs, like all kinds of sources, primary, secondary.
Okay, excellent. So we're vetting multiple texts, we're reading multiple texts. You're going to see that term a lot in Common Core. Okay, not primary and secondary documents is there, but text is the word they use as this overarching term. Excellent, excellent. Here, Common Core. Close read.
What are the sites of text evidence?
Say that again, so people can hear.
Cite the text evidence.
Can you give an example?
If you're answering a question, they don't want you just to go from the top of your head. They want you to find in the text where you find the answer to whatever question is.
Excellent. Yesterday, my smart teachers that were doing the Socratic circles, after we did our opening introduction to what people thought of the text, they started to cite the text and be text dependent. And English teachers, earmuffs. I don't mean this in a bad way. And history teachers don't care how you feel. Historians with Steve and Michelle are here. When Dr. Jolly and Dr. Estes are here, no offense, they care about what the facts are. If you write something for Michelle and Steve in their master's program when they come in, they're going to say exactly what you just said. Prove it, be text dependent. There can be conflicting and multiple views of history, and you can have your opinions on those and try to cite them with text. The Common Core reading for information, where 80% of the information that's being written and read by their senior year now, Common Core standards being inflicted into content, is 80% information argumentation. It's a huge shift. Okay? History kind of owns this. This is what we already do as a discipline. We already are text dependent. We're already there cerebrally. Okay? Excellent, excellent, excellent. Here, close read. What else? What other brilliant things can you add to this list of excellent way to interact with the text, vetting information, excellent way to organize text, requires and encouraged to reread text, possibly, Chantal, multiple times, and text evidence, being text dependent. Excellent. What else do we have? What do we know about close read? Anybody here?
Are there any vocabularies or words that are noteworthy and are related to one another?
Vocabulary words. Can I say important? Is that okay? Yes. Okay, Annabelle? Okay. Vocabulary words that are important. Oh, Jewel, sorry. And compare them. Getting kids to read information, getting kids to build their academic vocabulary in history. Okay. Now again, pacing guides are gone. Praying and spraying are gone as far as trying to cover. Chapter a week days in history are gone. You don't have to do a chapter a week anymore. You can stop, like I always say, drink decaf, which I heard is a good thing. I wouldn't know. But the whole idea of stopping and getting deeper into something, we now have time to teach the vocabulary well and in context. Before it would be like, memorize them, do a flashcard, take a test, done. No. Okay, now the whole idea of making that part of their vocabulary. All right, this is an excellent place to start. Everything in this TAH program, and just to let you know, everything I do is run by my teacher leaders, which means I don't say anything in West Contra unless my teachers approve it. And that's the first thing. The second thing, everything I do in this program, I treat you as adults. So today, I'm not going to teach you as an 8th grader. This is a piece that this is how I would teach 8th grade close read. Or this is how I would teach AP Peppermint close read. I'm going to do a close read with you as adults. So just to let you know, okay? Before when I did this in May, I had a pretty thick piece on The Economist. And today I did a piece that I'm going to let you guess why I chose it. It's in history. I'm geeking out on you while I'm doing it. Okay? Aaron, can you help me out? So what I did to model anytime you're doing something, if you can swing it, is I provided a graphic organizer for you. Okay? So what I'd like you to do is go ahead and you can show this out, or you can keep it. Natalie can put it on the website for you. You can use it later. But I'm going to be following this format, and then on the back side is basically how I'm teaching you. So there's no secrets. You can take this and you can actually do a training with your staff or with people you like on how to do a close read.
But not the ones we don't like.
So those of you who are new, I will be adding you into our shared folder in the district's Google Drive. So that you have access to the documents that we've created, or like this handout here, so that you can just download it if you want to do that and use that in your classroom.
All right. So on this document, the way I'm teaching the close read today is to read for information, quick and dirty. There should be some comments or something?
Four.
Okay. Thank you, dear. Howell came up to me, you were at my May close read that we did on The Economist. He came up to me and he said, you know, Nancy, when I did a close read, when I was taught, the teacher did 5 reads. He or she did 5 passes, okay? Close read isn't new. It's from 1951. It was used to prep teachers to get into college, okay? So the high-end people, how many sources can you read? Can you read well? Can you read more in-depth and more complex text? Here we are again, being challenged to read for information, argumentation, and for complex text, and we're revisiting a good method. However, I'm taking it after 23 years of teaching history. How do you read succinctly for information? So take this and make it work for you in the classroom. So I'm encouraging you. So my English teacher that I work with at Sonoma Valley, her close read has 3 reads. History teacher we call them 3 passes. Same thing. She does them differently because she's looking for different things. I'm looking for information. I'm looking to teach kids how to, what do you highlight? You're not a highlight. We talked about that. Kids will highlight everything. Okay? Close read, doing it this methodically will help them. All right. I prep a close read. So this kind of doesn't even count, but I'm going to be that deliberate and show you. What I do right now is I'd like you to prep this close read in pairs. So again, you're going to lean into somebody. You're going to look at this article. I'm also going to give you one. I'm going to put it up here and I'm going to give it to you because it's a better image up here off the original. So here's the article we're going to read today. And I know some of you are going to already know immediately when you see it why I chose. I hope we have enough now. Do we have more than 40 today?
Did everybody get one of the handouts for with the outline of how you do the close read?
Yes. So we're good?
That one extra one?
No, it's not extra.
No, but did everybody get one?
No.
No?
You got one.
Everybody knows?
Yeah.
We need more.
Who needs an article? How many more do you need?
We'll share.
One more
Lawrence
here.
and I will share.